My name is Candice. I'm with Navigator Whisky. Welcome to this afternoon's dram. And we're with Waterford again this afternoon, tasting one of South Africa's very own single farm origin whiskies. This one is Knockroe. So as you Waterford single farm lovers would know, what this means is that all the barley in this actual whiskey has come from one farm, and its expression is 1.1, so it's first harvest and first distillation. 100% of this whiskey's come to South Africa, which is really, really exciting, and we get to taste it together this afternoon. And as always, you guys know the terroir code on the back of the bottle really allows you to explore the individual farm and the nuances in both the distillation and the maturation process. You can even get all the geeky facts about the elevation height and the exact terroir that the barley was grown in. So if you're into all of that, be my guest and absolutely geek out on that on the Waterford website with the terroir code. So one of the first times I tasted Knockroe was around, well, it wasn't the first time, but it was around Easter where I was tasting a little bit more of it. And I ended up tasting it with a little bit of a Lindt Easter bunny, and it paired incredibly well. So if you've got some really good quality milk chocolate around, I highly recommend that as a personal pairing. But let's get into the spirit itself and get into our afternoon dram. Beautiful color. As always, Waterford does not add caramel colouring, so what you see is natural, drawn straight from the variety of casks used in the maturation. Gorgeous, gorgeous nose, getting a little bit more of that kind of buttery side, that milk chocolate coming through. Almost more of a toasted bread profile coming in. Beautiful nuances that really come through in terms of a little bit of a kind of sage, herby undertone. Okay, let's see what we get on the palate. Slange. This has got a lovely level of spiciness that comes through. A little bit more of that chocolate undertone I'm getting. Hence the pairing with the Easter bunny. There's a citrus undertone, but it's more of like a deeper blood orange undertone versus an orange zest. Lovely long finish. That spiciness still lingers quite nicely. And as with our other Waterfords, they're bottled at 50% alcohol by volume, but most certainly not coming across in that very spirity way. Gorgeous balance of your sweet flavors coming through and that spiciness. And of course, the joy with having two single farm origins in South Africa is that ideally we get to taste them side by side, Couladine versus Knockroe, and see the difference between the two. And that really starts to highlight the full kind of scope that allows Waterford to produce these whiskies that are in theory produced in the same way, but because of the barley coming from different locations and having different terroir, really starting to play up and show the nuances that distilling barley in such a specific way can impact on a whiskey. So that is Knockroe 1.1, South Africa exclusive, and in my opinion, an absolutely beautiful dram. Cheers.